So then Youfu on screen. Portugal's #1 player against the Romanian #3, Daniela Monteiro Dodean. As you can see, she uses the penhold grip. And she uses that black side of the rubber for the backhand as well as the forehand. Pivots the wrist. The limitation of the penhold grip is that you do have a weaker backhand with the Japanese penhold style. The reverse penhold, as we've seen with players like Shushin, Wang Chunting, and a couple more, you can have a very strong backhand, although generally speaking the shakehand grip is better for the backhand side, although with the penhold there's more flexibility in the wrist, so you do get more spin on your serves. Can Monteiro Dodean adapt to this awkward style she's up against? Youfu, 41 years old, definitely one of the elders of the European Championships. She's of no age whatsoever, but in terms of table tennis, you tend to see players peaking at around 27 to 29 years old. Some players doing it early, some later. Tomokazu Haramoto, Lin Yunju, Wang Chuqin, and more coming through at an early age. Other players like John Persson, aged 33, but playing the best table tennis of his life. Let's see if Youfu can levelise at 1-1, cause some equilibrium in this women's team final. She starts off with a well-anticipated block down the line. And there's the spin that I was talking about on that sort of pendulum J-pen grip serve. Monteiro with a lovely serve of her own. Great rally, Youfu attempting the wide forehand. A little bit too long, Monteiro Dodean levelling it up at 2-2. Both players converting every point off their own serve so far. Third ball kill. Youfu making it look as candy from a baby. And emotionless as usual. Although we did see a smile on her face yesterday as Portugal progressed into the final over Hungary. You can see the backhand of Youfu, it's sort of slower and more blocky. Monteiro with the sort of textbook topspin backhand. Double the lead as the pendulum serve comes in again. Monteiro coping well and attacking the fourth ball into the... Good touch, Youfu sends it out long, and that was the grave error. Monteiro changing the tactics, spinning in different positions. keeping Yufu guessing. She'll have to have her eyes peeled now on the receiving end of this serve. It was a half-long touch. Monteiro comes in for the kill. But Yufu, the prey, escaping that one and keeping the 2-point margin. That's one of Yufu's strengths, I'd say, switching down the line with that pen-hold backhand. The Japanese pen-hold grip. She's very, very wise in watching her opponent during the rally, seeing where they're about to move to. And she's just plays so many outright winners. See it there, Monteiro just gazing as that ball gets obliterated towards the barrier. The new system introducing ball boys so that the umpire gives a new ball to the players after a rally if the ball goes to the back. It was done to sort of save energy for the players, reach the speed of the matches, because a lot of time was sort of wasted with players going back and picking the balls up. Some players using it as a way to waste time. But Yufu wasting no time here in the first game, 11-7. She's carried the weight of being #1 in Portugal on her shoulders brilliantly. She's looked like a woman on a mission. So Yufu, as always, calm and collected. Monteiro now has some work to do if she wants to levelise. Grafting away from the table. Didn't look the favourite in that rally, but kept the spin on. 110 in the world, Daniela Monteiro Dodean. Yufu 39. And she's been as high as number 15 in the world back in February 2015. The highest that Daniela Monteiro Dodean has been is 19. Back in May 2010. So both players know what it's like to be in the top 20 and the pecking order, which is why it's such a close game, despite, you know, the difference out. They both still show signs that they have exactly what they used to have when they were back, or when they were at the peak in the ranking list. Yufu, runner-up at the European Championships in Budapest 2016 in singles. Monteiro Dodean looking like she's found some answers to the questions that Yufu was asking her in the first game. It was 11-7 in the first to Yufu. She's played a total of 223 matches in her career. And she's won 65% of them. We've seen her missing a few of those forehands that she's not familiar in doing, really. She's pretty solid. (7-3) now to the Romanian. Oh, well, that first forehand was Fan Zhendong-like in the way she drilled it. Here you see it. Boom. And then she uses that J-pen backhand to manage it, really. Just do enough down the line. It was the right idea from Dodean, trying to switch Yufu around from forehand to backhand. But the 41-year-old showing some juvenile movement to reach for that ball. Well recovered from Dodean there off the net. I thought that after Yufu caught the net cord, it had her name written all over that rally. Daniela Monteiro having other ideas. Reassuring herself that she still has a cushioned lead of 2, but Yufu with the service advantage. And it sort of catches a hand, and Yufu closes the gap to 1 point. Well, I'm not sure whether that caught the edge or not. But you can just see that the forehand is fine, but there's a limitation there with the penhold backhand. It's not a reverse penhold backhand, it's the old-fashioned style. Who's another player? Roy Sung-min. Used that style, the 2004 Olympic champion from Korea. What an amazing player he was. A different level of footwork. Roy Sung-min. I wonder what his role is now in the Korean Association. Perhaps he might do a little bit of coaching. Well, Bernadette Sox came back against Jenny Shao in the opener. Can Monteiro form a comeback against Yufu from 1-0 down? Well, an absolute creamer of a forehand. See you later, Yufu, says Monteiro. Pouncing on that ball like a red panther. And doing her hair in the corner as the Romanian coach converses would be the correct word. About what went well and what better.
Inside Group Nantes, Expandica, Central.com entreprise, les ateliers Pulsion Design, Germain Traiteur, Leroy Merlin, YM Conseil, société d'expertise comptable, Glazing, Roussil.
Textbook forehand topspin to finish that one off. That's the way to do it.
Pour cette journée des finales,
8 seconds of the timeout remaining.
Le championnat d'Europe tennis de table par équipe ici, depuis la Trocardière à Nantes, avec le soutien de Nantes Métropole, de la région des Pays de la Loire, du Conseil départemental de la Loire-Atlantique et du ministère des Sports. On vous rappelle qu'à l'issue de ces deux finales, finale féminine, finale masculine tout à l'heure, entre l'Allemagne, l'équipe championne en titre, championne d'Europe en titre, face également au Portugal, il y aura la remise des récompenses. Donc restez en notre compagnie pour saluer le podium final et saluer ces magnifiques équipes. Applaudissements au Portugal, applaudissements à la Roumanie.
Monteiro bounced back in the previous set. Can Yu Fu do what she did in the first game, or will Monteiro continue a streak of playing some better table tennis? The high toss pendulum serve, Vladimir Samsonov's signature. Go around the ball, go on top of it, or you can hook underneath it. And the high toss serve can be effective in distracting your opponent on the receive, because there's a longer wait before the bat contacts the ball. It can be distracting. Hugo Calderano using very high toss serves. The Brazilian world number 6. Various players in the women's game also doing it. Yu Fu with the high toss. Well, plays the drop shot, but then pops it up for Monteiro. Bit of feeling from the Romanian. And the contrasting power. Best of that rally. 3-2 to Monteiro. She looks like she's battling with herself. The facial expressions indicating that this is how she knows that she can play. Top seeds undoubtedly had a game plan coming into this against the informed Portuguese. We'll also see men's team competing in the men's final later on this afternoon against Germany. Watering afternoon of table tennis here for all of you fans around the world. The Asian Championships beginning on the 15th of this month. We've also had the Pan Am Championships, the Pan American Championships for each continent in table tennis. There's ranking points available. Like the game points you had in the previous set, Monteiro pounces on the longer Yu Fu pendulum serve. Not letting Yu Fu get away with very much at all, is she? She looks like a different player to what she did at the start. Oh, look at that forehand. Motion. Yu Fu with the explosions, grenades being fired down the parallel side. experience from both players actually. It's like a game of chess. Well, again, Yufu pinning Monteiro's backhand, finishing off again with it. Whirlwinds picking up the pieces. That's the Yufu speciality, the third ball kill. That the pendulum serve that she puts in so regularly allows her to do, adding side spin onto the serve so that the ball can come back in whatever way she wants it, unless Monteiro is able to sort of have her own take on things and manipulate the ball in a different way. Monteiro was in the lead in this third. Now she finds herself having to catch up. Monteiro giving Yufu a taste of her own medicine with the third ball attack. The receives from both players drifting a little bit too long. Can Monteiro Dodean keep the ball tight on the touch play to earn her own attacking opportunity? She can, she nearly does actually. Imagine if that goes on, sat on the floor. That would have made the highlight reel. But the receive too long and Yufu's just going to eat it up. Well, this time it's Monteiro that attacks first. And deservedly wins the point. Yufu in a passive position. Nothing to separate these two ladies. And you've got to be thinking to yourself, well, if Monteiro can take this and give Romania a 2-0 lead in the overall set scores, then more likely than not Romania will have their name written on the trophy. Just one step away from going 2-1 up against the higher ranked Yufu. Woman who's been absolutely key in getting Portugal past the higher ranked Germany and Hungarian side. Well, Monteiro gives her the long serve to attack. Usually Yufu's been pretty good in that, but she doesn't make it that time. Well, 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 Monteiro could be the hero in this second game. Bernadette Sox defeating Jenny Zhao in the opener. Or can Portugal be the ones to slay them? Breaking between the set as Dodean has just gone 2-1 up. So the unexpected finalist, Portugal. They've overcome so many hurdles. Can they overcome the highest and hardest of them all, Romania? It's down to Yufu in this second game. Against Dodean. She's found herself 2-1 down after having led at the start 1-0. Textbook counter top spin. Taking the ball early, keeping the back closed. Monteiro going for that backhand down the line. Short side of the table is difficult. Players who practice hours on end each day. Still impossible to make every single one of them. So many variables in table tennis that players can control with their ritualistic mannerisms. Can the Terminator-S, Yufu, stone-faced as ever and focused in the task in hand, make a similar comeback that Bernadette Sox did previously against Jenny Xiao? There she is on screen now, Mrs. Fahrenheit, playing some wondrous forehands this championships. She'll be hoping to get another match, but that would only happen if Yufu and the next Portuguese to enter the table match, because otherwise it's going to be a clean sweep for the Romanians in the final. Oh, killer forehand. Murdering that ball. What is going on here? But that perfect placement. And then a perfect forehand fade to finish. Jenny Xiao pushing the receive. Shakes her head. It was a negative shot selection. What were you doing there? She asked herself. Well, she put more oomph into that receive and the follow-up shots. Jenny Xiao on her feet supporting her teammate, nearly triple process. Well, it was a Waldner-esque drop shot, but then couldn't put the icing on the cake with a forehand. Oh dear, in a spot of bother here against Monteiro Dodean. Let's see what happens now. Well, it's the third ball kill. There's been the majority of the points in the rallies that have been under 4 shots. It's been the pendulum serve, the long receive, and then she eats it up like a tasty dessert. Dodean with the service advantage, 6-all. Can the number 39 in the world, the Portuguese top player, overcome Daniela Monteiro Dodean, who's 110 in the world, but definitely not playing like that now. Yufu very intelligently getting Monteiro out of the positions to then play the ball where she isn't. Studying her opponent during the rally, asking questions, examinations. Monteiro has got more marks at the moment. But Yu Fu, the A-star student in this game. 10-6. And at the first time of asking, Yu Fu equals it out at 2-all. The first game was in the 5th. Bernadette Sox overcoming Jenny Zhao. Will the second game go the Romanian way again, or can Yu Fu with the Portuguese to save the day? Let's see exactly what happens next up. After the players get some wise words from the coaches in the corner and an extra bit of morale boost from the teammates. Too much of anything is bad for you. So the breaks in between games can give players a little bit of relaxation, mental alleviation.
ROU 2019 ITT.
Stretching before she plays the third match in this women's singles final. Winner of this game is going to win the match, so let's see exactly who will dare and who will win. Well, I must admit, Monteiro has been excellent at that shot. Stepping around, fully committing herself, transferring all energy forwards through that ball. A white beam of light being fired at Yu Fu. Unable to convert either of her first two serves. Monteiro with hers now. And Yu Fu missing a sitter. Wasn't missing many of those at the start. That's the shot that she hopes will return into her grasp. Because right now it's slipping through her fingers into the hands of Monteiro. What a block. Yu Fu commits and pays the ultimate price for it. She bought the ticket but didn't win the lottery. Monteiro cashing in with that block. And another excellent forehand counter. Yu Fu get chalk onto the board. It was a loaded topspin and Monteiro finds the form and the right trajectory to guide it down the line. Yu Fu looking completely confused as to how that was even possible. Love 5. An answer from the world rank number 39, 110 in the world, is 5-1 up. She'll be delighted with the start. Can she keep the form going? And another explosion. Ripping rocket ride of a forehand. Look at that. A thing of beauty, that Monteiro forehand. 6-1 now to the Romanian. And a slow spinny backhand to match that fabulous forehand. 7-1 now. Yu Fu in some serious trouble. Monteiro's put her on the naughty step. 7-1 in the deciding game. Whoa! Relentless, throwing the kitchen sink at poor old Yu Fu. And what a push, getting Yu Fu position from the get-go. Look at that, the pendulum serve. Open wrist, very clever receive. And the Portuguese number one will not be able to believe what's going on right now. Well, she takes the pace off the backhands but keeps the heat on with the forehand. Youfu trying to stay cool in the Monteiro kitchen. Youfu starting to cook something of her own. But she's been burnt in this fifth set. So far. Well, Monteiro's found the recipe for success. 7 chances to deny the Youfu comeback and extend Romania to a 2-0 lead. The world number 110 with 7 match points over world number 39. And she does it. Youfu top edges it. 2-0 now to Romania. Fantastic. Well, there was a sense that Youfu was creeping back into it. She's ecstatic, just as Bernadette Sox was previously as she beat Jenny Xiao. Romania 1 match away now from standing tall on the top of the European podium, defending their championship from 2 years ago in Luxembourg. Can they put the icing on the cake?
Pour leur chorégraphie avec le public présent à la Trocardière pour ces 35e championnats d'Europe tennis de table.
The wife of João Monteiro of the Portugal men's team, who will be playing in the men's team final later on this afternoon against Deutschland. Over the moon and playing some table tennis from another planet. Not going to change the outcome of what's just happened, so there's no point in feeling too down about it. She still may be able to play another match.